Um, let's talk about how I feel. Like, actually about how I feel. I'll try my best not to get sidetracked here, but what have I been feeling as of lately? It's hard to explain. Um, I feel exhausted. I'm depressed. I'm kind of nihilistic. Um, I feel very antisocial, and I feel like an alien all the time. And I feel really, really lonely. Um, I feel like um, I don't even know, but it's so hard. I've been feeling so lonely for so long, and I've got a few friends, I guess, but I don't really know. I don't know. But I do have a loving girlfriend forever. I do have a loving girlfriend forever. But I can't help but still feel very depressed. And oh, I can't help but still feel so depressed. Um, it's, I can't help but feel lonely, depressed all the time. Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, I can't help but feel lonely, and it's like anything. Yeah, it's just I feel so lonely. I think that's all there is to it. Um, Even if I try to describe it in one way or another, it the outcome is still the same. Um, I'm lonely. That's it. There's not anything else. Not any form. It doesn't need any form of alternative explanation or as to how I view my loneliness or as to how I feel. It's just loneliness. And I've felt this way for so long. I feel like a genuine alien. And it's so horrible and it's so crippling. Maybe it's because of the fact that I think I've just been too chronically online ever since I was a kid, but I tried my best. Um, I guess I just grew up kind of very isolated. I spent more time online than I ever spent being outside. Um, I'm stuck between thinking if it's ever my fault or if it's not. But besides all this online thing, I grew up with a very rough life. Uh, my biological mother um, is absent. She just became absent after my biological father's passing. So I'm left with no actual, let's just say, ideal parents. And I grew up in a financially harsh environment. Um, there's just a lot of things. I also grew up with getting bullied a lot. Um, and oh, but I grew up experiencing just a lot of stuff that a normal kid shouldn't be able to experience normally. Let's just say that the kind of things that I went through, it's not something that I should have just gone through yet. Like, it could have been delayed, it could have just been at another point in my life, in another, like, perhaps a distant point in my lifespan, but it just happened, all of it just happened when I was young. And it kind of screwed up the way I think, and the way I grew. I struggled during what should have just been developmental years, and I guess all of it just, yeah, it impacted me severely. Yeah. I just realized. Oh wait. Okay. But I think I'm tweaked out. But yeah, all of those things pushed me to the state that I am in today. It'll, yeah. It's just a lot I went through. But yeah. So because of all that, I became attuned with the internet. I try to spend time in it, try to experiment with it, and throughout all of that, I guess it just, yeah, it was kind of an isolating feeling. So yeah. So that's why I'm just here, like this. So many significant things happened to me. I wouldn't say significant. I wouldn't say significant, but something like that. So, it's just so many significant things happened to me that throughout all of it, I just feel insignificant after all of that. But yeah. I feel very lonely. There was oh yeah, and about our internet part, the longer I spent time in there, the more I started discovering about actually just video games, just gaming in general, and it was actually just one of the only things out there in this world was an outlet or a creative form, let's just say, that's actually kind of helped me in some ways. It was an outlet, that's for sure, but and then I got into a few certain games that are multiplayer, which further which allowed me to further reach out, quote unquote, reach out to other people. And in return, I actually met people who reciprocated that as well. got in contact with a decent amount of people, but like a very few that's actually stuck with me. But yeah, I met friends through certain games, and then after all that, I found myself in a relationship. My first relationship was actually online. I never had any RL relationship. My first relationship was online. Yeah. But like as expected, it would turn out to not be the best, and sort of it just fucked me up. It screwed up with me mentally. Like everything after that relationship, like the things that transpired after that, it's just so fucking bad. Yeah. And yeah. Oh crap. Come here, boy. Oh my gosh. Oh fuck. Can't believe I'm getting chased by a baby zombie and I'm so fucking afraid. But yeah. Everything that transpired after that first relationship, oh my gosh. I think it warped my perception of some things. It definitely changed me on an unexpected scale. And right after that, things just kind of compounded in terms of severity, like psychological severity. Like I met so many people on the internet that fucked me up really, really, really bad. And I mean, when I mean really bad, like really, really bad. Just as much as the people that bullied me before in real life. And yeah, they were just as fucked up as some of the people that I met in real life. Because after encountering certain circle of people, I just that warped my perception too. Changed me as well. It affected me to the point where I didn't wanna be just around people anymore. I just became antisocial. So yeah. And then I got on the internet thinking that everything would be a lot more better, compliant and lenient towards just towards everything, and I was wrong. I was only led by that kind of anticipation. But yeah.